Hello, everybody. Economic Ninja. There's a very disturbing trend going on in our country right now with the illegal migrants, the crisis that is happening at our border. Migrants by the millions are flooding our country. And there is a disturbing reality that's happening now. It's blowing up on social media about the ability for migrants to come and take your home by using laws that were set up in our country for squatters' rights. I'm going to bring you two stories. One about a viral migrant TikToker showing people how to take over your home. Also, I'm going to talk about a new program out of the state of Michigan, but it's not the only one. They're happening all over the country where the government wants to pay you to house migrants. But what if all of a sudden those exact same laws that are being exploited on TikTok, the squatting laws, all of a sudden become a reality in your life because you wanted to make some extra money to house and take care of some people? Let me start by reminding everybody the TV show Cops. Very well-run, well-watched show for at least a decade. And many times, police officers would go to a domestic dispute and they would first ask, do you live in this home? To both parties. Why? Because if both parties live in the home, they have legal right to be in that home. And there are certain fundamentals by possessing the home, paying bills, things like that, that give people rights to stay in that home. I'm starting to wonder if some of these some of these new programs that are being set up by governments to pay you to house migrants are also going to entrap you by giving the migrants that are living in your home now rights to your home. Let's start with the first story out of the state of Michigan. The state of Michigan is offering $500 per month to residents who agree to house illegal immigrants in their homes. The so-called newcomer rental subsidy would provide the payment for up to a year for any homeowner willing to take part, equating to a total of $6,000. The state says those eligible for the program include refugees, asylees, special immigration visa holders, victims of human trafficking, Cuban and Haitian immigrants, Afghan nationals, and Ukrainian humanitarian parolees. Ukrainian humanitarian parolees. The program also states that illegals who have been processed as part of the family reunification parole process from El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, and Colombia, individuals with a pending asylum application, and other immigrant individuals on a case-by-case basis are also eligible. Basically, anyone who crosses the border then. The program is being funded to the tune of $4 million from the Michigan Housing and Community Development Fund. In other words, it's paid for by taxpayers. You have to ask yourself this question. If you're being paid to house someone and they are now living in your house, do they have rights as a tenant? Money is being exchanged and they are living there. You have to start wondering, where is this all going? Because Michigan is not the only state. Now, some wondered whether housing an illegal would make you an accomplice to the criminal activity. But this is where it gets really, really nutty. A TikToker just recently was telling immigrants on TikTok how to invade American homes and invoke squatter rights. A migrant TikToker with a large 500,000 strong online following is offering his comrades tips on how to invade unoccupied homes and invoke squatters' rights in the United States. Venezuelan national Lionel Moreno, who appeared he was on a live stream in a suburb of Columbus, Ohio, in our country, said in a recent video that under U.S. law, if a house is not inhabited, we can seize it. He appeared to be referencing an adverse possession laws, commonly known as squatters' rights, which allow unlawful property occupants rights over the property they occupy without the owner's consent in certain circumstances. In recent news, we've seen squatters take over homes through the Airbnb or VRBO channels. We've seen homeowners have to spend tens of thousands of dollars and months, if not years, in the court system to evict some of these people. This is a real deal, and I believe it's about to become mainstream news in the next 3 or 4 months because of the public outcry that's about to start. Moreno claimed in a viral TikTok clip, which has drawn over 3.9 million views, that he has African friends who have already taken about 7 homes. The influencer, who lives with his partner and their baby daughter, argued that the only way for his fellow migrants to escape living on the streets and not become a public burden is to invade unoccupied homes. Well, isn't that nice? He's telling people to break the law. Many TikTok commenters were outraged by his message encouraging squatting, which has emerged as a major problem in recent years across the US and especially in Democratic-led cities, including New York City, Atlanta, and Los Angeles. Laws regarding squatters exist in all 50 states, offering trespassers a wide range of protections if they establish legal occupancy of a home, making it difficult for property owners to evict them. In New York City, people who are able to remain on a property for just 30 days can claim squatters' rights. The migrant influencer had previously shared videos bragging about earning money by begging on the streets while collecting government handouts. I believe this is an absolute travesty. Type 1 if you agree with that. He also made headlines last month by urging his compatriots to throw their support behind 15-year-old Jesus Figueroa, who was charged as an adult with attempted murder for allegedly shooting a tourist in Times Square and firing on cops. He says, "I invite you to look for this mother and all of us join to pay the bail so that this young Venezuelan feels that you're not alone in difficult times." He wants you to let a murderer free. This is absolutely disgusting. What is the next line? What is the line in the sand? If you own a home that is vacant, you need to start securing someone to live there and pay you a good, fair price for your home, but have it occupied. We have a serious situation in our country right now. We are being invaded. And if you take that serious, as much as I do, stick around because there's more news coming in this next year regarding an economic collapse. All of these things tie together. And if you're not prepared for it, you're going to be part of the problem, not part of the solution. I hope you got something out of this video today. The Economic Ninja is out.